to the Alvin area to tow a Volkswagen ID.4, which is Volkswagen's EV. Like I believe it's like an SUV. Customer says it's completely dead. So we're gonna see if I can maybe jump it to get it into neutral, if I'm gonna have to skate it and drag it. I don't know. The customer said a different tow company has already attempted to tow it once, and they said that it couldn't be done with a flatbed. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see what we got when we get there. I'm hoping I can get my jump box on it and get it to maybe go into neutral, or maybe back it out of the driveway if we can jump it. So we'll see what we got when we get there. We'll be over there here in just a few minutes. So thanks for watching, guys. Alright, we are pulling up to the Volkswagen right now. Looks like it's right there. It's right off the edge of the road. Yep. Got paper tags on it. Let's get out and see what we got here. Pictures of it and stuff. Grass growing up around it. Looks like it's kind of sitting here for a little bit. So there's supposed to have been, yep, a tub, the keys in it. Snap some pictures of this thing real quick. Apparently a different tow company that was dispatched out here before we were, that said that they couldn't tow it, and it would need a wheel lift and dollies. And it looks, I mean, it's definitely a narrow little spot here, but they say that it's not towable. See really any other damage. Let's see here. This tub. So we've had quite a bit of rain the last few days. I'm sure you can probably tell based on the amount of water in the ditches here. Put the key into a tub to try to avoid ruining a, assuming, fairly expensive key fob. Power to this thing without there we go. Awesome. So on this one, I believe the power is under the hood. Let's see here. Yep, it is completely dead. So let's pop the hood. I'll grab my jump box. I'm not going to completely close the door.
check on us. It's right there. Okay, looks like our jump point's gonna be there. And then there should be another cable. How you doing?
Picking up this car?
Trying to. If I can get it some power, maybe.
Oh, okay.
It's all electric, so
Yeah, I know.
try to get to where they can get it fixed. So
I don't see my neighbor. I think they're not used to it. I think I only parked here for the month.
yeah, I seen it had grass growing up around it. So
Yeah.
they want it towed to their, I guess, the son's house or something. So
Oh, okay.
they're gonna try to get it fixed. So
All right.
appreciate you checking. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. So,
making sure everything's good. You know.
I know my neighbor is gonna live here.
Right.
So,
Yeah. No, they called me to try to get it towed to the other house. So
no problem. No problem.
thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. That's pretty cool. Still some good people out there. So, I'm gonna try to get this thing jumped. Maybe get it some power, or maybe even be able to back it out of here. So, on this, the positive is right here, and the negative, box to sit. Positive is right there, and the negative is back here on the firewall. And those are the only two jump points that you can use on these. No other, you can't attach to anything else. So we have power. Looks like dash light is on.
Type takes two, but I know what I like, and you're the only one of you. You're something else.
Alright. Got stuff happening here. Let me. And battery is completely dead. I might have to charge my box. I'm going to attempt. Showing 14, so this thing is charging now. I'm gonna lay my box down like that and see if maybe there's a chance I can get this thing to drive. Where is... That is reverse. Ooh, we are moving. Sometimes you can do this on these electric vehicles that they just die and you have to jump them to get them power. The neighbor there said this thing's been sitting for about a month. Let me get this thing. If you watched my channel before, you've probably seen me do this with one of the electric Hummers recently also, where I put my jump box on it. Going to try. I gotta lay my bed down here. I don't want that to close all the way in case it dies again. It's showing this thing is charging. Even with my box off. So that is a good sign, because it was completely dead before. This is kind of one of those things where knowing what you're doing is important, because another tow company had already came out here to attempt to tow this thing prior and turn the job down, saying that it needed a wheel lift and dollies when all he needed to do was jump it. So we are going to get this thing loaded up. I should be able to just drive it or winch it up now that it's running on its own. It says it has 0% charge. So obviously they probably couldn't drive it very far, at least. Now the factory towing procedure says the only point that you can attach the winch to for the recovery point is that spot there on the bumper. So I don't know if you see this round hole here. You pop this cover out. In the trunk, in the back, there's a screw-in tow hook. This one also has it in the rear. From what I've read, some of them have the rear, some of them don't. This one does. So keep that in mind if you ever have to try to tow one of these things. It specifically states in the factory towing procedure, never hook any suspension component. These also, unlike most modern cars, gas-powered cars, do not have frame slots. So never try to use the big J's or the mini J's or any other frame hooks on any of these vehicles. Most of the newer cars have gone away from that. This one, I really don't personally like using the tow eyes. So this one I'm going to drive up just because I don't like using those. And when I do use those, I'll just almost always hook a safety strap just in case the tow eye breaks loose, which happens somewhat frequently. Got the neighborhood watch coming to check on us. What's up, puppy dog? So we are going to try to drive this up. Hopefully this window rolls back up. All right. Huh. Got all the neighborhood watch coming to come and check out what's going on. All right. Put itself into park just then. Probably the crash avoidance system, if I had to guess. Okay, so it says we're in park. I'm going to attempt to turn this thing off. I'm assuming we will have to jump this thing again once we get where we're going. What's up, puppy dogs? Gloves. What's up, puppy dogs? Yo, watch out. This is actually one EV that I haven't towed yet, till now. I did quite a bit of research prior to coming over here. I've actually been waiting for quite a few days to tow this thing. The customer didn't have the keys with it. They don't live here on the property. So I've been waiting for quite a few days for them to bring us leave the keys with the vehicle somewhere so that I could tow it. Because originally they were wanting us to just bring it over there, but I told them without having keys with the vehicle, I didn't want to attempt it. Because my hope was that I could jump it, or at the very least I was going to have to get in it to get the tow eye out of the back. And I could have unlocked it, but I was hoping that I could jump it and get it to either at least go into neutral or be able to drive it out of the driveway, which is what you can do a lot of times with most of these EVs. These things are basically just a giant battery on wheels. So if the battery goes dead, you got to put another battery on it to jump the battery. Strapping this thing down. I do not know if I will be able to video me unloading this thing, but if I can't, I'm probably going to then the unloading process will be basically the opposite of this. Probably have to jump it to where I can drive it off. Or it might start and run since it charged a little bit. Not technically charged, but it was running. So when I first hooked my box to it, it had no battery power. But once I was able to get it powered up, it started putting out 14 volts, like it was running on its own power. All right, we got this thing loaded up here. Sent me a picture of it loaded for the customer. And then we will be headed over there to drop it off for them. Appreciate you guys for watching. If y'all would, please subscribe, like, and share.